Good morning and welcome everybody to this, the virtual walk round of the 420D Gran Coupe. Now the first thing you'll notice undoubtedly about this wicked looking bit of kit is it's not quite standard. It's not modified, but it has got some nice tasty additions. Very much thank you to the guys at S. James Prestige. So without any more talking, let's get stuck in. So the first thing you'll see, it's Estoril Blue Metallic, one of the signature colourways of the M range and BMW in general. It's just a car that in the right light, that paintwork really does pop. As you can see, it's in absolutely awesome condition. No marks, no scuffs, no dinks, no sign of paintwork or anything untoward on the bumper. The previous owner really has looked and cared for this with a real touch of elegance and genuine care. So starting down here, you've got your BMW LED headlights, and they do include the DRL daytime running lights. Moving down, you've got your PDC, your front parking sensors, and you've got your front fog lights with the almost honeycomb grille surround. Moving around to the front, you've got your gloss black kidney grills, which if you're a Beamer fan like I am, you'll know are absolutely incredibly popular on the aftermarket world. Down here, just above your radiator, you have got your honeycomb black grille. So moving around here, you can see you've got the upgraded 20-inch 669M diamond cut BMW alloys. Now for me, they're possibly, aside from the 666M competition alloys, probably the best alloys that BMW do. And sitting behind that, you've got your M branded or M embossed Estoril Blue brake caliper. So part of the work that the guys at S. James have done, they've put a black pack styling on this. So that would be your air inlet on the side here, just below the M badge. And of course you've got your splitter and M Performance livery just on the side. Moving up, you've got your door mirror here. It's gloss black with gloss black housing and a built-in LED indicator. You've got a gloss black window surround. It's not de-chromed or wrapped. It is genuine plastic, so don't worry, it's not going to fade or rip off in adverse weather. Got gloss black door pillars, and you've also got tinted privacy glass. And the Gran Coupe just lets you know that you've got more money and a lot more value for it. So moving down, there's your second alloy wheel, and that is your side skirt aforementioned with the M Performance livery. So moving around to the back, you've got your BMW branded LED rear tail lights. You've got your gloss black lip spoiler, which again, against the Estoril Blue, just complements it really nicely. Tinted back window, and the famous shark fin antenna that you're used to seeing on all the performance BMWs. Moving down, it's debadged, so it looks a bit more stealthy. You've got your rear parking control here, and you've got a gloss black diffuser with a dual quad exhaust. So moving round, you can see lovely straight lines, no dinks, no dents, no damage. And the boot itself is also remote open and remote close. How about that for novelty? So moving around, you can see it is a really nice clean car. The guys at S. James, when they've done the work, have carried it out with ease and total precision. That's why they're probably one of the best in the game. So I think that's enough for the outside. Let's get stuck in and show you just exactly what the interior has to offer. So before we get into the BMW, let me just show you that this also has keyless entry. More plus points for the 420D Gran Coupe. So you'll see here, full Dakota black leather, probably the most popular option on BMWs, and there's a reason for that. It's hella comfortable and it's really good looking and very stylish. You've got electrically heated, electrically adjustable memory seat in here, and you also have what some BMWs don't, the option to extend the legroom for long distances and long commutes. Here you've got your automatic headlight settings and fog lights. This little button here will just amend the instrument cluster display, and it'll be the brightness thereof. This does also have high beam assist, which I'll show you in just a minute. Onto the door, you've got the very famous Harman Kardon, and if you're buying a BMW, you'll understand that this and Pro Nav are the two most popular options when speccing direct from factory. The Harman Kardon just gives you as a user more clarity and a much crisper sound to any genre of music you're listening to. Moving down here, you've got the all electric windows, you've got the deadlocking facility here, and you've got the electrically adjustable and electrically folding door mirrors. So the interior, where should I start? Well, how about with the steering wheel? So that would be your view. You've got the 3-spoke multifunction M-branded BMW steering wheel. So on the steering wheel itself, you've got cruise control just here, and on here you've got voice control, telephone and volume control, and mode here will just display what's on the instrument cluster here in terms of audio. You've also got my favourite things, paddle shift. Now if you are a driver that, let's be fair, likes to make sufficient progress, then paddle shift is going to be your best friend. It just gives you that little bit more engagement, and it gives you the chance to really channel the manual gearbox of old and really just choose how you want to drive. It gives you full control of the rev ratio, and it's really made for optimum driving performance. So just behind them, you've got the optional extra on every BMW, which are indicators. Sorry BMW fans. And here, this little button is your high beam assist. That will automatically turn your high beam on and off in the conditions that you would expect. Here you've got auto start stop, which on a diesel is quite good. It will save a little bit of economy, but not as much as what it's probably meant to. And on here you've got your start stop button, so there is no turning of a key in an ignition barrel. So on here you've got your black panel display, speedo, petrol system, and you've also got your revometer, and you've got your temperature just down here. And on the right, as you can see, this will give you any warnings that you might need, i.e. our door is currently open. So moving round onto the main part of the centre console, you can see it's really nicely complemented by this brushed aluminium trim with a pearl black chrome finisher. Something that it just gives it that real elegant, luxurious, almost business-like feel. It doesn't feel like you're in a 420D, it feels like you're in something quite a lot more expensive. But the centrepiece is without doubt the Pro Nav system. The larger screen, better output, and if I'm wrong, this one has also got the touchscreen because it was manufactured after 2017. So it's not only good looking, but it's also really, really compatible with everyday life. So as you can see on here, you've got DAB, FM, AM, you can store music to the hard drive, you can media stream it through Bluetooth, or you can put your CD and DVD in. I believe it would be region 2 if you were doing DVDs, but they wouldn't play whilst driving, just for driver safety. So on the options, I can use the iDrive controller here, which is also encased by the brushed aluminium, and that will be my control system for the total media unit just here. So we've got communication, which is obviously your Bluetooth telephone. If you go in manage devices, you can connect your new device and select all the Apple CarPlay features and other bits like that. Going back, we've got navigation, which is quite easy. If you go onto map, and if you click your iDrive controller to the left, that'll bring up the options here, and you can go through all the different features that you would like. For me, I would have the map view in perspective, and that just brings it down almost 3D-esque. So what else have you got? I can hear you saying you've got connected drive, you've got my vehicle, and notifications. That will just be that the door and the boot are currently open. The most important one for people is my vehicle. So if you click on this, not only can you change your vehicle settings, the iDrive settings, what you see in the main menu, adapt your driver profiles, see the vehicle status, technology in action, which is your difference. Like these, you've got dynamics or sports display. That'll bring up your power and your torque. But the best bit about this is if you go into vehicle status, and if you go down onto this service requirements, you can check the full service history that BMW have uploaded. So as you can see here, we have 3 services directly from BMW, 2017, 2018 and 2020, and we will have also conducted a service in 2021 also. This will tell you when your brake fluid, your engine oil, your vehicle check, your brake pads are all due to be looked at. So moving down from there, you've got your air vents, you've obviously got your hazard lights, your door locking, and on here you've got your radio, but to be honest, you would control that from the media system and on the iDrive just here. You've got your CD insert just there, and you've got your 2 heated seats for the driver and passenger. You've also got dual zone aircon, or for him or for her as we like to say here, and if you click on this, this will change the severity and just how fast, I suppose, that the air is going to be pushed through. Down here you've got the famed SA gearbox, so easy to use. Hold the unlock, pull down, and that will then change it in the instrument cluster to drive. If you do want to go into manual mode at any time, you can flick the paddle and that will change back to M1. If you don't want that, all you have to do, move the gearbox left, move the gearbox right, and that will go back into drive mode. You can put it in sports mode to the left, which you'll see then brings up S1 in your gears. That'll give you a higher rev ratio, a more uprated throttle response, and it will just give the car a bit more of a sporty feel. And you can also, if you wanted, use it to change the gears there. But for me, we'll click it and we'll press P, and that then will put it back in park. Down here, if you're feeling brave, you've got the traction control off button. That will obviously give all the power to the rear wheels and allow lots of slides if that's how you like to drive. And on here, you've got your sports mode, or as you would see in an Audi or VW, it would be drive select. So if I look on these, we've got Eco Pro, which will bring up almost like a hybrid bar, just to see when you're charging the battery and when you're using the power of the engine. Comfort mode, which is almost like an automated mode. It's not designed to be super economical, give you a bit more power than that, but still remain comfortable, and all your driving, your drivetrain and your chassis and all your suspension will still be nice and comfortable as well. If you click up, you've got sport, so if you'll see when you do that, that will also change on the settings, and you can do your drivetrain and chassis, or you can do either one separately. And if you click up once more on the sport button, that will give you Sport Plus, which you will then understand that traction control will be taken off, so you have all the ability to slide it that little bit more. And lastly, just down here, you've got your parking sensors, so when you knock it into reverse, you can see here the park distance control we discussed earlier is all there, ready to be used, just to make sure that you're nice and safe and you're not going to hit anything. But if you are using that, please don't rely on it, and please ensure that you use your mirrors and check your surroundings. So finally, before I do get out of the car, let's show you the back seats of the Gran Coupe. If the door was open, that would be great. And there we go. No markings on the bolster. Isofix, ideal car this for families. There is a lot more room than what there looks because my seat is very far back. But no marks on the bolster, no damage to the leather. It's just a really nice looking clean car. And in the middle, this will pull down and you do have an armrest, and you also have 2 cup holders in the rear. Or if you've just had a kid and you've got them in the new baby seat, you're the ideal place to put their warm bottle of milk. What more can I say? BMW have really thought of everything. On the driver's seat, slight mark on the bolster, but nothing to worry about. That isn't gonna go anywhere. So just before I go, if you do remember that all the cars here at Emerald HQ are treated to the Emerald House of Cars 128 point check prior to retailing, that just means it gives you the utmost confidence and reassurance when buying from us that there should be no maintenance for the foreseeable future. If you have any questions, please contact one of the team today and we'll be happy to help. Thanks ever so much for watching, and we'll speak to you soon.